What's happening, everybody, and welcome back to episode 12 of the Wolves to Glory series. And this will probably be the last episode of this season. As you can see, we are in 8th place. We're 4 points behind Fulham, who have a game in hand, as do a lot of teams around us, to be honest with you. And they're playing against Arsenal, who are second. They're second. So Arsenal are pushing for a Premier League place. We're pushing for a Fulham place. And the reason why we're doing this is because 7th could potentially get us Europe here in our first season. Now, before we look at other competitions and have a look to see if there's even an opportunity here, please do leave a like on the video. Drop a comment, let me know you're here. And if you're new to the channel, I would appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. Let's have a look. So, if we check out the Carabao Cup, who won the Carabao Cup? Aston Villa won the Carabao Cup. Now, Aston Villa are 5th. That means that I believe one of the Europa League. No, Europa League is FA Cup. One of the Conference League spots goes to 6th place, I believe, right? Or so 1, 2, 3, 4 get Champions League, 5th gets Europa League, which isn't, I don't think, how it works in real life anyway. But anyway, 5th gets Europa League, so 6th gets Conference League. So does that mean then that the Carabao Cup winner being 5th means that 7th then gets Conference League? It's so confusing to work out. And then if we have a look at the FA Cup, the final is Chelsea against Newcastle. Now, Chelsea and Newcastle are... Chelsea's in 4th, so if Chelsea win that, they don't want that position. But if Newcastle win it, that will help them. So I think there's an opportunity for 7th and 8th to get Europe. We could be pushing a European season here, and we need to play like we are. So, in 8th place, we only was hoping for top 10 in all fairness. But if we can get 7th, that's what we need to push for. If we can get 7th, we will get Europe. I get that's a completely rambled start, but I was trying to make it make sense for me. I'm going to start a Rocadare. He's got a hat-trick against Spurs in the last episode. I have to start him. And we're going to play against Sunderland. So 7th has to be what we're pushing for. Fulham are 4 points ahead of us with a game in hand. Spurs are 7 points ahead of us, potentially with a game in hand. So 7th has to be our opportunity. I'm just trying to get my head wrapped around it. That puts pressure on us today. But we do play Fulham in our second to last game of the season as well. So it is somewhat in our own hands. Maybe not fully, but there's an opportunity. I suppose with 4 points, it never is in your own hands. It's a tough one. I'm rambling, but here's a Rocadare. We will find out by the end of this episode if we are going to get Europe next season. I hope we do. Could you imagine? We obviously started with the Wolves team that are having such a poor season in real life as well. I did January transfers, but I didn't do September transfers. A Rocadare, ooh, unlucky. Here's Lafay. I always read his name like Elafay. Adingra, Reynaldo. Oh, good little turn there. Here's Adingra, Reynaldo, Adingra, Lafay, Mukiel, Xhaka. Sunderland with Xhaka is a very different team to Sunderland without Xhaka. Here's Adingra. Lafay. Get that tackle. Well done, Manetzi. Release Somerville. Now, Sunderland are keeping players back here, so this isn't going to be as easy as we would hope. Somerville over the top, though. A Rocadare straight at Roofs. That was unlucky. Adams got a lucky block there. Here's Somerville. Tries to just run across the defence with his pace. Nearly worked. Here's Adingra. Reynaldo into Xhaka. Xhaka's launched it forward. We should have that covered. Probably could have let that run out, but didn't need to. Adams' pass was dreadful, that. But that was even worse. That's fine. Here's Arias into Adams. Adams down to a Rocadare. Ah, lucky man. That cutback just never works for me. Okay, Monetzi just decided, no, you know what, we're going to misjudge the ball. Strand Larsen. Did I sell? I sold them Strand Larsen. Oh no! I hate when that happens. Get that. All right, Johnston, Arias, Arokadare, Adams, Arias, I should learn how to pronounce his name properly. Doesn't matter. I'm just happy with his output. Here's Lafay. Plays it forward to Adingra. Oh, Krejci's dived in there. And now here's Strand Larsen. Oh, it's a good through ball to Talby. Reynaldo. Lafay. Drop of the shoulder. A good drop of the shoulder. Reynaldo. Chachwa. Monetzi plays it down to Arias. Oh, Arias is still trying to fight. It's just sloppy. It's sloppy in possession from both of us. They're playing a lot of long balls, and it doesn't look like their left wing knows particularly what he's doing to get on the end of it. Oh, I hate when they do that, man. It's one thing to overrun the pass. It's another thing to just not do your pass correctly. Oh, great. Well done. Did Johnson get a hand on that? Well done. Xhaka plays it short to Adingra. Then Xhaka gets it back. Let's come back to Mukiele. Adingra to Xhaka. Rianildo. Xhaka. Adingra. Some silky smooth step overs back into Xhaka. Can we wake up our defenders, please? Is Xhaka. I hate it, man. I don't get this movement at all. I never have any of my players in this many positions when I've got the ball in these things. And then my players never move like theirs. And then that happens. And this time Johnston's made a save. Well done, Bellegarde. But we're not actually bringing any of these interceptions under control. Here we go. Arokadare. His through ball into Arias. Arias has actually got there, but then he loses it. Good play there. Left his man down. Bellegarde. Into Wolf. Oh, Wolf just slid through on the goalie there. He knew what he was doing, but he's now out of position. And here's Talby. Krejci with the over the top. He's out of position. Here's Talby. I know what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying it properly. Talby, great save. I was trying to say Krejci and Wolf both out of position. Talby through. Aye, aye, aye. Xhaka's delivery now. Strand Larsen wins the header, but luckily Sam Johnson was available for it. Now, if Wolf's through ball is any good, Somerville... Honestly, what am I supposed to do if passes don't go through? Adingra to Reynaldo. Is Xhaka. Adingra. Good tackle. Refs called it back though. Wasn't a good tackle for what ended up giving it away, but Bellegarde's won that. Arias releases Wolf. There's just so many passes that never work. No matter what you try to do, there's just and I'm running out of words to say about it, to just convey how frustrated I am. Arokadare's done well to win that though. There's nobody around. Monetzi's won the header, but it was to nobody, so there's literally no point winning it. Is Diarra. Geertruida. Xhaka plays it forward to Strand Larsen. Lafay. Adingra. Still Adingra. Good turn by Lafay. Still a Dingra now. Oh, wow. You probably want Strand Larsen and Lefay switch there, in all honesty. In all honesty, sorry. Alright, Bellegarde down to Wolf. I'm done, man. Like, you can't play a long pass. It just doesn't happen in this game. Is Wolf going to get back? Nope. They're trying to get Wolf sent off, though. I'm seeing it. My defense is split. They are genuinely split. They're playing like they don't even like each other at this point. It's Chachoa. The Tyler Adams. Oh, okay. It's Strand Larsen. Xhaka's on it now. My players, I like genuinely feel like they're being pulled away from where I'm telling them to go. Here's Diarra, shot, save. Get some subs on because I can't move my players around. Venezia didn't really do anything wrong, but I like Tyler Adams in central defensive mid. I'm going to play Hwang Hee-chan. I've actually been really impressed with him every time I bring him on. In centre back. In centre mid, sorry. Do bring Hover, so let's do that. I think we're okay for anything else at the moment. Hopefully we are. Get it out. The space is just there. Come on. Arokadari is hoping that Somerville's space is there for him. Somerville shoots. Oh, and Arokadari couldn't get there for the rebound. It was the counter of dreams. Okay, literally no overlapping run. Bellegarde. Oh, and then Arokadari can't hold it up. Bellegarde, there's no point intercepting the ball if you're not going to chase it, mate. Just so you know, just in future. Here's Hoover. To Arias. Arias up over the top. Looks for Arokadari. Doesn't find him. Arias can head it down. Bellegarde. Looking in for Hwang Hee-chan. Doesn't make it. And now Adingra is going to look to bring it away. Adingra again. Plays it into Strand Larsen. It's like the game is ripped for a Strand Larsen goal. It's Lefay. To Adingra. Back to Strand Larsen. Still Strand Larsen. Lefay. Xhaka. Lefay. Adingra. They're just allowed to keep hold of it here. Hoover launches it. Oh, what a ball to Somerville, and what a turn. What a ball and what a turn. Somerville. Oh, I wanted Roos to dive at his feet. It was a brilliant play. It really was. But I thought Roos was going to dive at his feet and he didn't. Here's Geertruida. Xhaka's on it. Adingra. Lefay is open. Hwang Hee-chan. Up to Arias. Hwang Hee-chan. Arokadari. Arokadari into Arias. It's not the run I wanted. It's not the run how I wanted it. Bellegarde's won it back though. That's not bad. Arias can bring it down. Can't do anything with it when he does bring it down though. Strand Larsen's fighting. And now Adingra can run. Here's Lefay. Goes up over the top. Krejci has it. Hwang Hee-chan. Adams out to Arias. And Arias to whoever into Bellegarde. Bellegarde, Rokodari! Come on! We don't give up! Come on! Sip that tea like the distinguished individual that you are. Bellegarde didn't give it up. Rokodari doesn't give it up. Come on! The amount of water that settled on that net. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. That's such an important goal if we come away with 3 points. Roos had a good performance up to that point. Come on. 19th goal of the season for Rokodari. Oh. Now we just got to keep that focus up for 5 more minutes here. Here's Geertruida. Diarra. 09. Xhaka. Diarra. Lefay. Bellegarde's done brilliantly there. And there we go. Wolves can pull it away now. Here comes Hwang Hee-chan. Running through the centre. Great tackle from Reynaldo. Hwang Hee-chan just played him a bit, showed him a bit too much of the ball there, sorry. Adingra's chested it over the defender and he pulls away. Here's Diarra into Strand Larsen. Diarra to Adingra. Back into Diarra, then Lefay. Lefay still moving. He has done. Diarra's put it into the back of the effing net. Ah! Sorry, I'm frustrated. I'm very frustrated. So frustrated, man. And the ref blows up at 1-1. One lapse in conference. Oh, I can't even speak. One lapse in concentration. I haven't even got time to do these interviews. Oh. We're literally playing like somebody has told Mascara, what do you want? Yeah, be disappointed. I genuinely don't care, son. All right? Genuinely don't care. We're playing like somebody's told us 8th gets you Europe. Fulham lost. No, Fulham drew. That looks like, actually. Did they? I can't even read this at this point. Fulham haven't played. Fulham have played. Who even knows? Genuinely, who even knows? Arsenal beat City. Fulham drew with Brentford. Apparently Fulham don't play. Ever. Am I being blind? Am I just being frustrated? There they are. 1-1. They drew with Arsenal. Okay. I'm being stupid. They drew with Arsenal. Arsenal probably didn't want that result, but that's still okay. So the gap is still 4 points. Tottenham haven't played, or I don't even know. Why do so many teams have games in hand at this point? It's actually crazy. Whatever. Our next game is against Brighton. We need to beat Brighton to keep that gap going. I don't care about Mane. Let him go. Yep. See you later. Thank you very much. 1 million. I'll take it. Let's get him out of here. But for some reason, we have decided to play like we've been told 8th gets us. Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Like we've been told 8th gets us European football. My defense is just split. So disappointed in myself. So disappointed in myself. There's 8th against 10th. I just want to go and have a look here. Has anybody played their games? Fulham haven't. Spurs did. They're 7 points clear. So 6th is going to be too far. There's 9 points available for us. There's 12 points available for Fulham. For some reason, whatever. Let's get us in here. We need to win games, man. We need to win games. I'm going to return Brian Brobby to the team. Mostly because I can't be bothered to change him. Oh. Let's go. Here's Bellegarde. All right, here's Danny Welbeck. I fear Danny Welbeck. I genuinely do. All right, Somerville. I expect a lot more from you with your pace, mate, in all honesty. I know Brian Brobby doesn't help with his finishing. You should have had a lot more assists, but... Bellegarde releases Somerville. Somerville's cross. Arias tries to rise. That's the thing. We don't ever win headers either, man. Like, we win them on corners, but we haven't done that in a while either. Here's Minte. To Welbeck. Baleba. Gruda. Ayari. Baleba. Gruda. Minte. Like I said, I fear Danny Welbeck. Like I said, I fear Danny Welbeck. We're going to throw it away. I don't think we're finishing 8th. And I'm not saying that because I think we finished 7th. Let me tell you that. I don't even think we're finishing as high as 8th. I mean, let's talk about the fact that the kits don't look too different at this present point in time either. All right, here goes Somerville. Into Brian Brobby. The pass. Come on, Tyler Adams. Come on. Brian Brobby turns provider. I don't actually trust him to finish. Come on. Tyler Adams did so well to make sure that he was getting there. Here's Arias. Arias. Brobby! Brobby! You've got to finish the tap-ins, Brian! Every time he gets a tap-in, he misses. You've got to finish them. Here's Ayari. De Kuiper. Mitoma. A risky slide there, but it worked. The pass afterwards didn't, but a risky slide nonetheless. De Kuiper. Ayari. I'm finding it so hard to cover a defender because the kits all look the same. Here's Somerville. Up into Brian Brobby. Brian Brobby back into Tyler Adams. Bellegarde looking for Tyler Adams. Oi. Tyler Adams is trying to have a day today, isn't he? Here's Minte to Baleba. Danny Welbeck. This guy just, he's everywhere on the field, man. You'd never guess he's 46 years old, would ya? Here's Mitoma, little hill-to-hill flick trying to make space. Ayari. Hasn't really got anyone to pass it to, but he will in a second. There he is. De Kuiper back into Ayari. Baleba. The £100 million man. Mitoma. Baleba. Minte. And that's a poor pass. And that's absolutely fine. Krejci plays it to Chachoa. And Chachoa's trying to play it into Arias. Didn't happen. Webster gets it away. My headers are just screwed today, man. Well played. Krejci's lost it there, though. You don't lose it there. Okay. Got men back. Ruda to Mitoma. Ayari. Mitoma. I hate this. This is what I hate every time. Adams has done well. Down to Somerville. Somerville carries the pass down to Brian Brobby. Good cross. Arias on the volley. Check the goal line technology, ref. That went in. Check the goal line technology. That went in. You are lying to me. That went in. That had to have gone in. Here's Gruder. I don't believe that didn't go in. What a ball from Brian Brobby. Arias is offside here. That's fine. It's going to be Brighton's anyway. Oh, my. Oh, just trying to get my heart back down here. Oh no. Great block by Manetzi, well done. Plays it to Arias. Arias down to Brian Brobby, whose turn away from his man. Gets a shot, scores! Mark Verbruggen loses his footing, and Brian Brobby is celebrating for the first time in a while here. Great turn. It was a great pass by Arias as well. Look at this turn. Really sells the defender. Is it Van Hecker? I'm not sure. And then he puts it in on his left foot. Whew. Come on. Baleba to Ayari. Mente, great save from Johnston. I completely blacked out. I don't know how they got there. Arias to Somerville, and the referee's going to blow up there. So that's 2-1. We've turned it around. Very well played. I'm very happy with how we performed in that first half. Aside from the Danny Welbeck goal, we're never going to get to see whether or not that goal line technology should have been used. Tyler Adams is through though. Shoots. Verbruggen makes a save. Pushes it back towards the Brighton players. It's so hard to see my team, man. It really, between the grass and my shirt and then the blue. Chachoa's delivery. Oh. Uh-oh. Wolf is trying to make a run across. Here's Gruder. Still Gruder, and Wolf gets across. What a tackle from Wolf. That guy has the team in his blood. Great play by Tyler Adams. It's Chachoa. The through ball into Arias. Arias gets the cross, doesn't make it to Brobby. Oh my days. And now here's Mitoma. And Krejci this time brings it under control. But he's lost it now. Faffing around back there. Gruder. Great tackle again. Adams. Up to Bellegarde. Into Wolf. Out to Somerville. Somerville giving himself some space to run onto. Brobby wins it. Oh no. Brobby won it and doesn't get his foot through it. Here's Mitoma now. De Kuiper. Baleba. Mitoma. Just let me catch my breath, lads. De Kuiper to Gruder. I've got players out of position. Here's Gruder. Chachoa's trying to cover both left back and left centre back. The ball comes in. Sam Johnson gathers it. Here's Brobby into Somerville. Somerville to Wolf. Brobby just trying to get some space away from a defender here. Bellegarde can't get it up and over. Baleba's going to bring it down. He may have played himself into trouble, but they got it cleared. Come on, Wolf, win that. Well done. Somerville and Wolf playing really well there. Brobby up over the top, looks for Bellegarde, and it's going to fall for Verbruggen, sorry. Verbruggen. Good throw by Verbruggen. Mitoma. And Ayari. There's still a long way in this game. Chachoa's now out of position. Here comes Danny Welbeck. Well done, Tyler Adams. Very impressed with this signing of Tyler Adams. And Brobby gets a good pass to Arias. It's been a very good game for Brobby as well. Here is Brobby now. Shoots. Great save from Verbruggen. Agbadou has lost it. Welbeck is fighting. Gruder tries to release Minte. He does release Minte. Keeper comes out. Great save. Keeper's now out of position. He's just about getting back. Here's Baleba. Matoma, great tackle. Sam Johnston, if we win this game, that save was as good as a goal. Somerville's now lost it to Minte. The Minte is so dangerous. Here's Matoma. Head that. Agbadou gets it away. Doesn't want to risk anything. Offside anyway. Oh, just breathe, lads. Just breathe. Arias, Krejci, Adams. Adams tries to get across. Webster blocks it. I noticed Adams lost all of his speed then. Delivery by Wolf. Agbadou! Agbadou! Come on! Emmanuel Agbadou makes it 3-1. Come on! Oh my days, it's been a while since we were set piece FC. Keeper doesn't see it. Barely even on the camera at this point. Emmanuel Agbadou with a great header. Let's make some subs while we can. Like I said, I noticed Adams was getting tired, so we're going to chuck on Gomez. Let's bring on Mosquera for Krejci. And let's bring on Gomez, the other Gomez, for Somerville. And then we'll bring on Rocadare for Brobby as well. It's been a good performance for Brobby. We'll bring on whoever as well. There we go. Oh, my days. I needed that. I was literally letting the thoughts creep into my head about 2-1. It's going to end 2-2. So, that Agbadou header was needed. Here's Wafer. Boscagli. Boscagli again. Ayari beats his man. Gruder. Probably a bit too much of a hold-up play there, but it's fallen to Matoma. There's an opportunity. Bellegarde's lost it. It's gone in. What is Bellegarde doing? You melt! Great save. Bellegarde takes it under control, doesn't kick it. They get it back to Danny Welbeck, and like I said, that man, I fear that man. You would never know he's 65. Honestly, just always pops up. And it genuinely was Bellegarde's mistake, and now Bellegarde is having a howler here as well. Here's Wifer, Van Hecker. Oh, now Brighton have come to play now. They got the bit between their teeth. Welbeck doesn't want to lose it. Here's Minte. Whoever's done brilliantly. Gomez, Bellegarde, Gomez. But the other one. Bellegarde, through ball into Gomez. Gomez, through ball. Arias may have been offside, but we're going to play like he wasn't. He was. He was. 4 minutes left. They're taking off Danny Welbeck. Gives us something to hopefully celebrate there. There's Gomez just trying to play it smart. Bellegarde loses it again. Honestly, it's a collapse from Bellegarde here. Here's Solly March. The cross. Sam Johnson lets it go. I don't do this, but I'm kicking it. I don't trust it. Gomez out to Arias, and that is a brilliant pass. That was exactly the pass we needed. Then the cross, and then a Rocadare put off by Van Hecker if we're being polite. Monetzi up over the top. Gomez can't get there, but that should be enough now. Blow up, ref. 3-2. We'll take it. Yes! Come on. Come on! Needed that. We don't know where the chips are going to fall. We don't know how many points Fulham is going to have when it comes time for Fulham to finally have all of their games played. But we need to make sure that we're winning these games. And the next game that we have is against Fulham. And they're trying to buy Totti off me. That ain't happening, son. It isn't even slightly going to happen. They are 1 point ahead of us with 2 games in hand. I hate the way fixtures work in this. This is dreadful, man. How am I supposed to know if I'm pushing for something or not? Let's just jump it forward. That means that they must be about to play, right? So still a point. They played, they lost. Okay, they've got Villa. No. Yes, they've got Villa next. They're going to be exhausted. There's only 4 games left. Oh, this could get tasty. This could get tasty. They've got Villa in their next game, and there's a game in 3 days against us. What is that fixture list? That means they must be playing now to then play again. We have to hope Villa have done us a favour there. Here we go. We're going to find out. They didn't. They lost. They lost. Villa lost to Fulham. Which means that even if we beat them, we are 1 point behind them. It's not in our hands, but we have to beat Fulham. We have to beat Fulham. I genuinely don't believe that. Like, Villa couldn't get a draw. Villa are in 5th, mate. All right, we're playing that team against Fulham. We win this game. It's a 1 point gap going into the last game of the season, and we play Burnley. That's not a guaranteed win, but it's also not like we're playing Manchester City, okay? But let's not look past Fulham, okay? There's a reason why Fulham are above us. And so we need to respect it. It's annoying as well because 8th place is such a good... Get him, Robbie! Oh! 8th place is such a good finish for us as well. Oh, Tyler Adams has won it back. Nope, I've passed that down to Arias. But you carry on, game. Tilt me straight away. Why not? It's Smith Rowe. I have looked at Emil Smith Rowe, I'll be honest. He's done a bit too much on the ball there. He's allowed us to get our players back. So it's going to be embarrassing if they score here. Great tackle by Chachoa. And he plays it to Tyler Adams, who sets it forward to Brian Brobby. Up over the top. I don't know why you're looking at Brobby. Oh, well, never mind. Brian Brobby, Tyler Adams, Chachoa. I thought that was Tyler Adams. Oh, my days. I was ready to complain about the game giving me the wrong player. The clearance smacks Brobby in the face. Carries on running. And he plays it across. Look at this. Brian Brobby, fortunate. Hey, look, when your luck is in, your luck is in. Is that a sign? Is that a sign that our luck is genuinely in? I do not know. But Chachoa gets only his 2nd goal of the season here. And it could be a big one. It's not going to be enough to see us overtake Fulham. But good Lord, it's going to be enough for us to smell what they had for dinner yesterday. Here's Agbadu. Somerville. Bellegarde. Loses it. But it was a good run. It was a good run. It was a good attempt. Just needed an extra second there. Here's Chukwueze. I mean, I'm saying it's a good run by Bellegarde. If they score, I'm going mad. Wolf down to Bellegarde. Bellegarde to Somerville. Brian Brobby tries to twist and turn his man. He does. Shoots. Goes across the keeper and the keeper makes the save. His finishing's not great, you know. Like, there's so much potential there. He gets in positions. He gets shots. But he just never puts the ball in the back of the net. Like, never is obviously an exaggeration, but it's just not consistent. Somerville and Wolf linking up brilliantly. Here is Wolf now. The cross comes back to Wolf. Bassi does well. Wolf does well. Goal kick. Unlucky, mate. Unlucky, mate. It looks like if we win this game, I was thinking about if we don't win this game, I wasn't going to play the last game. I was just going to simulate the last game of the season and wrap it up. If we win this game, it is going to be a 4-game episode. It's Chukwueze, but there's still a lot of football left. And the turn is brilliant. He's put it wide. They've got Ramos. Oh my, didn't Ramos play for PSV at one point? PSG. Arias couldn't get it past Robinson there. It's Smith Rowe to Iwobi. But Arias has won it back. And then Brobby, a bit more luck there again. And it's come through to Arias, who plays it in to Somerville. And it's 2-0. We only score goals when it hits Brian Brobby in a lucky way. But Crescencio Somerville, he's not been quite as bad as Brobby. He's not been quite as good as Tyler Adams. But he does a job. And he scores. Come on. 2-0. Whew. And Ramos is going to be kicking himself for the chance that he missed there. Here comes Smith Rowe now. Now, this means that the third goal now is even more important than ever. Not really sure what Iwobi was doing, but it's allowed Arias to start a run now. Fulham leaving so much space. Arias cut off by whoever that was. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. I didn't read it properly. It's Chachoa. Good bit of play. Finds Bellegarde. Bellegarde inside to Adams. Goes across the defence. Bassi stepped up really well. Is Emil Smith Rowe to Lukic. Is Ramos. Plays it to Iwobi. Back into Ramos. Back into Iwobi. This time into Emil Smith Rowe. It comes out to Robinson. To Iwobi. And Krejci sees it behind for a corner. Concentrate, lads. Get your head on the ball. You didn't get your head on the ball, but it's fine. Keep your head in the game now. No, poor pass. Absolutely poor pass. Here's Emil Smith Rowe. Ramos is technically open. Here's Robinson. Into Emil Smith Rowe. Into Iwobi. Robinson. Chacho has read that brilliantly. And then gets it clear to Arias. Oh, Arias beats his man. And what a through ball into Brian Brobby. And Bassi got there. I think that's going to be a goal kick. Yeah, it is. Bassi closed him down. Brian Brobby just didn't have the pace. Bellegarde. Somerville can't bring it down. Chukwueze now. A lot of Fulham's plays coming down this left-hand side. They're going to switch it up to the right-hand side now just to change it up a bit. See what Chukwueze can do. Plays it inside to Smith Rowe. Great tackle. Had to be made there by Wolf. Well done. Arias has lost it. Is Alex Iwobi now. He's got Robinson on the overlap. Plays it to Lukic. Is Cuenca. Smith Rowe. Little hill-to-hill flick. Nearly beats a man. Chachoa gets it back. Blasting that across field. But Castagna cut that one out. It was never going to go to Somerville, that. Yes, Bellegarde. Into Somerville. Somerville. Oh, tried to release Brobby. Somerville's won it back, though. And now Arias is here. He's got his shirt pulled. Ref, doesn't matter. 3-0. Come on. You can pull his shirt as much as you want. John Arias has made it 3-0. We're coming for Fulham. We are smelling that dinner, mate. Smell that dinner. Look at that shirt pull by Robinson. But 3-0. Come on. Going into the final game of the season, I want a 1-point gap. I want just 1 point gap between us and Fulham going into that final game. Fulham going to desperate measures. They know they've got to get down the field, so they're letting us play out from the back. Wolf just carries it on to Somerville. Somehow it's fallen to Bellegarde. Ooh, if Bellegarde was able to play his pass, that would have been a different story there. It's Chukwueze. Slowed up by Agbadu covering that right back position. Here's Smith Rowe. Good ball in to Sanderberg. Not happening, mate. Not happening. All right, here's Wolf. They're not really letting anybody run. Oh, but now it could be a break on here. Chukwueze. Agbadu's done well. Agbadu closed him down fast, made him panic. Not really sure. I think Wolf was just confusing matters there. All right, Agbadu just cover up. Well done. Here's Lukic. Wolf is back in place. Here's Chukwueze. Well done, Wolf. I've been so happy with Wolf. Wolf was a bit of a meme when we put him in at the beginning of the season. You know, his name is the team and all of that. But he has actually really performed. Bellegarde crossed. Brobby! Oh, the touch, the turn, the shot. It's just not falling for the man. It's just not falling for him at all. Bellegarde delivery. Looks for Brian Brobby. Saved on the line by the defender. It's just not falling for the man. Wolf. Brobby trying to bring it down. Brobby is just destined not to score, the poor guy. Honestly. Chachoa's won it back. Releases Arias. Arias with the crossover. Oh, the defender gets in front of Brian Brobby there. I don't know why Chachoa's touched that. I've told him not to, but... Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Here's Smith Rowe now. Ramos plays it into Iwobi. And Agbadu, honestly, I'm so impressed with Agbadu all season long. Arias has tried to chest that over the defender. It hasn't happened. Here's Sanderberg. Into Smith Rowe. To Robinson. Great save, Sam Johnston. Come on. I don't even know if we get Europe if we get 7th. I don't know that we don't get Europe if we get 8th. But what I do know is we're going to have something to play for on the last game of the season. Krejci's through ball. And Brobby is able to get onto that. But Robinson is too fast. I think if the ball goes out, we're going to take Brobby off. It's a disappointing that he's not scored as many goals as he could have today. But it wouldn't be a negative substitution. Krejci releases Somerville. Somerville into Brian Brobby. Oh, unlucky Brian. Is Ramos to Sanderberg. He's been allowed to go into the corner. Chukwueze now. Lukic, Ramos, Smith Rowe, everybody blocking, and it's gone off. All right, let's get some subs on. I think this is one place that I've improved as well. I'm actually using my substitutes. Again, Hwang Hee-chan, I'm enjoying him in centre mid. So we're going to do that again. Let's get Mosquera on. Do we change both centre backs? I think we might have to. Let's get that one done. Come on. 17 minutes left. This ball does not go in. It might. It didn't. Well done. Hwang Hee-chan sells Iwobi a dream. Chachoa tries to feed Arias. It doesn't happen. Keeper doesn't come for it. Chukwueze just cushions it into the back of the net. Route 1, if ever I've seen it there. Straight down the middle. Sam Johnson doesn't come for it. It still takes talent to cushion that in. And now we're in for a little bit of a cagey end to this game. It's not what you wanted. Especially not when Gomez is doing that and you've changed both centre-backs. A second cannot go in. I have thrown it away at 3-0 before. It cannot happen here. Here's Iwobi. Lukic. You know what? We're even going to go defensive. It's usually the sign that you're about to concede when you go defensive. But we have to. It's Sanderberg. Smith Rowe. Chukwueze, who scored. Still Chukwueze. He's cut inside. Should not be allowed to get to where he got to. Sanderberg. You give me somebody in front of it, please. Great tackle. And Chicho is going to run. Just get some distance. Get some seconds on the clock. Frees Arias. Arias to Arokadori, who turns, shoots, puts it wide. It's that penalty area. It's that penalty area. It has to be. That's where Ramos missed. 5 minutes left for Wolves to hold on here and give themselves something to fight for in the last game of the season. It's amazing to be saying that it's something to fight for and act like, you know, one goal ruins it. But honestly, if we concede a second, I do think we concede a third. So Wilson, Sanderberg goes up over the top to Iwobi. I did not think Iwobi was going to finish this game with the way he was playing. Hwang Hee-chan, great interception. Arokadari up over the top to Arias. Arias brings it down. He's not in any hurry there to get the ball inside. Arokadari turns, shoots, scores! Come on! Honestly, if it's just on finishing alone, Arokadari with his 20 goals this season has to start. Brian Brobby, I might have to just admit that Brian Brobby is it was a passion project. I may have to genuinely think that it was a passion project and that it wasn't the right decision. Because Arokadari still does a job for us. In the 90th minute, he scored, sets the nerves at ease. 4-1 going into the final game. I don't know who Fulham are playing, but we're playing Burnley, which on paper, and football's not won on paper, but on paper, a game against Burnley is not the hardest game to have. We just have to hope that Fulham have a harder game. And it has to be harder than Burnley, and it has to be harder than Aston Villa. That doesn't leave many. But 4-1, we'll take it. Great result. Gives us something to play for. If we walk away with 7th, what a successful season that would be. 7th. What a season that would be. I'm happy to give you a run of games. Well done. I'm very proud of you, my friend. Well done. You've answered the critics. You've answered me so well. Let's go and have a look. So we're 4 points behind Spurs. Sixth place is not something we can do. We're 2 points ahead of Forest. So 9th is still on the cards. Fulham play Newcastle. On paper, that's a tough game. I mean, they're down in 12th. But on paper, that is a tough game. And it's Villa versus Newcastle in the FA Cup. Has that game happened yet? When does that happen? Oh, it's Chelsea against Newcastle. Chelsea won! Okay. So Chelsea won, and they're above. So surely 7th and 8th get European places then, right? If I had any faith that FIFA was programmed correctly, 7th and 8th gets European places. But we're playing Burnley. You know what? Whatever. Europe is Europe. We have to. It's been brought to my attention that Mark Gay has been approached by Paris Saint-Germain. They've received an offer of I don't have 47 million, I'm afraid. So if he's going to go PSG, at least that's out of the Prem. There's 2 things we need to focus on here. Firstly, we need to win our game. That's it. Doesn't matter what Fulham do. We need to win our game. Then it matters what Fulham do. Because if Fulham don't win their game, if Newcastle can get a draw, then 7th place is party season. This is going to be a bumper episode. I said that at the beginning. If you are here, please do leave a like. drop a comment, hit that subscribe button. Can Wolves finish 7th in the same season that they're struggling in the Premier League in real life? I mean, I wanted to beat their performance. I've definitely done that. Here's Somerville. It would be such a statement to get a goal on the first attack. Arokadari knocks it down. Bellegarde. I mean, we are fighting. Here's Hannibal. I do feel like we played Burnley and didn't get a result in the first game. Get across. Hannibal. Can we please? Can we please? You know what I did? I should have put score highlights on for the Fulham Newcastle game. I really should have done that. Ooh, a little bit cagey, a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit shaky. Uh-oh. Barnes, Harvey Barnes put under pressure there. I don't know what he's done. Here goes Agbadu. Oh, what a pass. What a pass. Bellegarde. Tolu! I should have squared it. I should have squared it. Tunnel vision, as I think I just saw Brighton take the lead against Manchester United. Not a result I really care about. It's Tyler Adams. I mean, Tyler Adams was looking for a run of Chachoa, but it didn't happen. There is the run of Arias. Into Bellegarde. Oh, Dubravka got there. Again, I think it was the right decision that time to square it. It just didn't work. Here's Harvey Barnes. I think it's Harvey Barnes. Definitely Barnes. Florentino into Cullen. Florentino again. Amdouni, Fleming, Johnson didn't. I don't think Johnson needed to put a hand on that, but he did, and it's a corner. This ball does not go in. Get that ball out. Well done. Agbadu's got it. He's begging for a Somerville run. He gets the Somerville run. Somerville through Bill into Arokadari. Sorry, Arokadari slots it home. I stumbled over his name. I do apologise. But Tolu Arokadari. Rockabye baby. Come on. 1-0. Aye. Look at that. Just slides it home. Dubravka kind of knew where he was going, but just slid it home. Here's Humphreys. Listen, we're a cagey team. We know it's going to take more than one goal. I think my neighbours are doing DIY again, so if you can hear DIY, I do apologise. Krejci. I didn't want it there. Obviously, this is going to be Krejci's last game as well for us, because he's on loan. There's Tyler Adams. Releases Arias, who I think was onside. Delivery. Arokadari can't rise up for it, and Hannibal is going to gather this on his own. I don't know if we're going to bring in Krejci. He's not been bad, but I kind of want to bring more of my own players in, I think. So, Hannibal. Chachoa rushed him. Didn't walk away with it, though. Here is Hannibal again. Been very lucky to get away there. My guys are just stepping over every pass. Here's Fleming. Krejci. Does a job, though. Well done. Somerville overrun it. See, I don't mind him overrunning it there because he never made any attempt to pass the ball. It's when they overrun it and then swing at air that I absolutely hate. Here's Harvey Barnes. Fleming. Johnston. Brilliant. Oh, Rokadari needed to do better there. Twanzebe read it. Florentino and Cullen. And Hannibal. Fleming back to goal. Florentino. Burnley just starting to grow into the game now. Cullen to Hannibal. Great tackle by Manetzi. And he gets it down to Somerville. Somerville is a very good out ball. Arokadare, please, can you get that pass to Somerville working, man? Honestly, you're the third in the chain. Just make it work. Tyler Adams. He's offside. He ran how I wanted him to, but he was offside. Wolf's done brilliantly there, and here's Somerville. Somerville this time now. He's going to take it down, is he? No, he didn't. Wolf couldn't get there now. Harvey Barnes is on the ball. Florentino to Ekdal. Into Cullen. Amdouni. Harvey Barnes can carry it on, and I think this is Amdouni again. It is. Back to Harvey Barnes. Cullen. Hannibal. Cullen. Done really well. Bellegarde up over the top, and Arias is there, and he is away. Cross. Arokadare! Great save, Dubravka! Great save! Wolf's delivery. Dubravka punches. He's done his research. Here's Chichoa. Delivered. Cleared. Arokadare's turned his man. Twanzebe had to cover there. And that's going to be half-time. 1-0 at half-time. Can I see the other scores? I don't think I can I? That's so annoying not being able to see the other scores. Oh, that is so bad. All right. So we have no idea what's happening in the Fulham game. There's been no score update. That doesn't necessarily mean that there's been a goal. We need a second, though. Tyler Adams is fighting. Humphreys has done well. Let's come back to Hannibal. Krejci, Arokadare to Arias. Good tackle. Cover that. Get there. Oh, there we go. I was panicking. I'm not going to lie to you. I was fully panicking. Arias didn't want to come on side, man. Good win. Oh, my. Okay. Here's Florentino now. Being hounded. Look, Burnley, you lot are relegated, mate. I don't even think you lot are able to play for anything. So could you just give up? Just walk off the field or something. Have like a protest against the Premier League and how difficult it is to stay in the Premier League. Or like Somerville into Bellegarde. It wasn't the greatest of passes, in all honesty. Hannibal's fighting though. Poor Hannibal, man. He doesn't want to be relegated, you can tell. He's playing for a Premier League career. There's Arias who's lost it. Liverpool are 1-1 at Brentford. Or Brentford are now 1-1 at Liverpool, sorry. That's how you know we're not getting all the scores, because we didn't see Liverpool go ahead. Great interception by Krejci. What is going on, man? Nobody is making themselves available for a pass. It's Florentino. We're only at the hour mark here as well. There's still a lot to do. Hannibal switch sides, I think. The cross comes in. Johnston, that's yours. Well done. Up and over the top, looking for Somerville. Somerville has definitely got the pace. Gets the cross. It wasn't good. Again, it wasn't good. Somerville just going missing in a few opportunities there. When the last pass needs to be good, it just doesn't happen. It's Hartman. Great tackle by Agbadu. Arsenal are winning 2-1 at Crystal Palace. I think that's Victor Gyökeres. They're showing me every game except the one I want. The through ball. Humphreys has done well. They know that Arias is an out ball. They know that Somerville is an out ball. Arias inside to Arokadare. Good fighting. Is Bellegarde. The through ball into Somerville. Doesn't go missing that time. What was you saying about Somerville going missing? 2-0 to Wolves at Burnley, and we have no idea what the Fulham score is. What a ball by Bellegarde. Great run there from Somerville. No problems at all. Come on. I know like Premier League teams are always a little bit like, Conference League. I want Conference League. Next season, I want to play against teams I've never heard of. Here's Worrell. Ekdal. Wanzabi. Bellegarde's won it back. Releases Somerville. Wanzabi got back though. Don't break my heart. Just to show me a Newcastle goal right now, 1-0 would be amazing. Oh, nearly. Nearly. Danny Welbeck has just scored to make it 2-2 for Brighton against Manchester United. So Man United obviously turned the result around. Great block by Krejci. Don't know why that score indicator is showing us first names only, but it is. It's Somerville. I keep wanting to call him Smallville. I don't know why. Every game except the game that I care about. Like, there hasn't even been a Nottingham Forest goal either come up on the screen. Here's Hartman. Cullen. And you know what? A draw in the Fulham game helps us as well. Tyler Adams now. Just running. I've waited way too late to play that. There's no way he's onside. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. My player just got bounced. It's Florentino. Tomash. Hartman. Burnley playing for pride more than anything right now. Hartman. He's hit the crossbar. I don't believe it. When, I said this in the last game. When your luck is in, your luck is in. Bellegarde's just giving it straight away. 3 minutes left. These Wolves players have put in performances. Come on. Nobody would have said Europe. Nobody at the beginning of the season would have said Europe. I think the board were asking for mid-table. To me, that's 10th. Get it out. Get it out. Amdoudi's header. Balls to nothing there. Arias into Tyler Adams. He's exhausted, young Tyler. Arias' cross. Bellegarde! The ref blows the whistle. It's a Wolves win. We will not know from the celebrations what our position was. We have to go and check the league. Come on, come on, and come on. Where did we finish? They got a point. No, they got a win. They got a win. They beat them. They didn't get a point. They won. What was the score? I think they scored 3. See? No, they won 2-1. Okay. Do we know, like, if we get Europe? How do we know? I don't know what the whole thing is here. We got 8th. I don't want to take anything away from 8th. We got 8th. I don't care about the finish, reach around the 16, but we finished mid-table and we did that. That's no problem. All right, I'm going to pause the recording now and I'm going to jump forward to see what we got. So give me a second. So unfortunately, this game is very badly coded because it doesn't actually tell me anything other than the fact that the board were happy to keep me on. They've increased our transfer budget to 55 million. I did get a message at the end of last season telling me that we were getting like 155 million for our Premier League position. So that was cool. But there's nothing here. And then I went to office just to have a look to see if we had any European objectives, and we haven't. So I don't actually think we've got European spots. And the Wolves board have decided to jump on it and say they want us to finish in a Europa League spot this season. So the work is going to be tough. Honestly, 8th place, based on the fact that the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup were won by teams in the top 5, should get you a Conference League position. It hasn't, from what I can see. So there won't be any Europe next season, which is disappointing. But to finish in 8th place is an absolutely amazing achievement. So I'm happy with that. We will be back for season 2, where we aim for a Europa League spot. I will need to go and do some scouting and work out what players we're going to get as well. So that'll be an interesting thing. But thank you very much for joining me on this season's journey. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Please do leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're new around here. I'll see you guys next season. Peace!